begin on the ground with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Rolling to his right.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 52 blaster. Going to be rail.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They're going to try and throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Quick slant here to Smith.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Powering forward, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Lance. And
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Hardy set to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the middle with Cook. Shifts by him, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The former
LSU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second and 6. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments that then repeated the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On play action, Lance.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Hardy.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They have a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
10 cycles.
Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Let's go. 1, 10.
Here's Lance. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Here's Kamara on the read option.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Second down, here's an option late. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here we go with Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ultra. Wing back. Red.
Lance now on first down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Late to number 7.
Ready, break.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on second down.
Lance. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. The busy night continues for Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll go down at the 28. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Set, ready.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
He's got room past the 30.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Cook following the penalty. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situation.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Quickly here to the left flank.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Kamara up the middle.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
47 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down. It's a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a. I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Lips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the. He out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if y'all under me. I'm with it in racks involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the. He out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a. I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.